All right, hello, and welcome back to Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio, the final show of the week here on a Thursday afternoon. Driving up here from Danvers, as I mentioned a lot, and we got some interesting skies out there right now. I think I heard there's some pop-up thunderstorms in the area, and I don't know, we might be about to get one, so be alert for that. It looked, I took a little picture here for the Twitter. I'm about to put it on there actually as we speak. I'm going to do this in real time. Can I talk and tweet at the same time? I'm not sure I can, but we will see. But you'll see the picture. There you go. See, I'm doing it. And it is... Well, it's almost done. That's going to take me another second. I might have to wait till the commercial. No, I've done it. There we go. So it's been tweeted. So there you go. You can see the sky. It's not that interesting, but there's some stuff going on in the sky out there. So keep it, be careful if you're driving or outside or that sort of thing. Might be a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. We got a big packed show here today. Got a bunch of Pentucket track guys in the house. Have not had any Pentucket athletes, I do not believe, on the show yet. We had the AD Dan Thornton on weeks back during the summer, but now I have five of the Pentucket track guys in the house ready to go. They're already here, and Tyler Neufeld, our radio producer, has done he's already navigating how to fit all these guys. But if we can fit a whole Little League team in here, we can fit 5 Pentucket track guys, so we will make that happen in just a few minutes. Talk to those guys, should be good. A lot going on in the world, I guess, as always. In the sports world, I just happened to hear a sports report as I came in. You get the final Patriots preseason game today. People get excited about that. I don't really get excited about the preseason, but that does mean we're getting close to fall. And of course, all these fall sports that we've been talking about are happening right now too. So I don't know. It's Labor Day weekend coming up, the unofficial end of summer. Maybe you're getting away, and I should also mention that if you're going away, be safe, drive safe. It seems like everybody I talk to is taking Friday off. Are you off Friday, Tyler? Tyler's in here right now. Yeah, tomorrow.
No, I'm here, but I'm off Monday because it's Labor Day.
Yeah, well, you're off Monday, yes. But I'm noticing a lot of people are doing the long weekend thing. Yes, like the real long, like the Friday and Monday.
4-day weekend.
Yeah, you're not doing that. Sarah, the boss, said no. You didn't ask.
I didn't ask. I think if I asked, she would have, but I think
yes,
I should probably be here.
Well, there you go.
So,
well, yeah, I'm heading up north with the family. I'm actually leaving from here to go to Newburyport. Oh. I mean, to go to Maine, Newburyport to Maine.
Where in Maine?
We have a place in Moose Pond up at like Shawnee Peak. I don't know. You're not a skier, are you?
Barely.
I should actually put the camera on you if we're going to do this whole talking thing here, Tyler. There we go. Let's say hello to Tyler for the day. There he is. You can wave. Hello, Tyler. So yeah, Shawnee Peak. I mean, are you a skier?
I did like some skiing lessons as a kid, but I never learned how to stop, so no.
So you're not one of those crazy avid skiers. A lot of guitar players like to ski.
I'd love to ski, but I miss that whole...
Something about being up at a mountain, having a guitar and lodge and skiing. I don't know.
It'd be great.
You could do the guitar part.
I could. I'm trying to hike Mount Washington this weekend, but as of like the past few days, there's been like a thunderstorm forecast, but I think it might have passed now. Well, so we'll see.
Well, there you go. And I should also mention that you can hike Shawnee Peak as well, so we do a lot of that.
Oh, well, that's good.
See, I need you. I'm going to go back to you being over here because I've almost screwed us up and taken us off the television twice already. so we're back. Hello. That's why we let Tyler do those things. So there you go. Little Tyler at the beginning of the show too. So that's always nice to hear from him. We'll bring him back in at the back end too if we have time. We'll see how much these Pentucket guys like to talk. But Peter Lapata, Sam Stiles, David Gangemi, Jack Cloyce, and Will Capella. I think I did good on those names there. Will Capola, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's Capola. I'll double check that during the break so I don't embarrass myself when he comes in. But these Pentucket guys are all in the house. Red Sox are in Chicago tonight. They're trying to work through some struggles, and so they get Chicago, not a great team. Hopefully they can get a couple wins here over the Labor Day weekend. And Labor Day travel. Today's a big day. Tomorrow's a bigger day. Plan ahead. Leave extra time, that sort of thing. Drive safely. And enjoy your Labor Day grilling. I'm going to do some of that. Hamburgers, hot dogs, steak tips, whatever it is you do. Maybe you're vegetarian, and I don't know what you do then, but I'm sure you figure something out. Vegetables, I guess. But do that. Whatever you do this Labor Day, have fun, be safe, and you know the drill. It's always better when you're safety first. So that's that. Let's bring in the Pentucket guys here. I'll get out of the way. In just a moment, we'll come back and we'll finish strong for the week here on Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. Oh, one last thing. Don't forget to follow the show at Joppa. Joppa at Joppa Afternoons, at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. We tweet stuff. If any people have questions for these Pentucket guys, feel free to shoot us questions that way. That's always fun. I'll ask them on the air if you do send them and they're appropriate. And yeah, so do that. And when we come back, we'll be joined by some of the Pentucket track guys, Pentucket Sachem's track team. 5 representatives, 3 juniors, 2 seniors. Should be a lot of fun. Keep it here. We'll be right back. My name's Drew Moholland, and Afternoon Drive continues in just a moment.
On a western wind, an ordinary day, the warmest wind is blowing my way. Spirits soar and the shadows fall on the ground around me, taking in it all. On a western wind. There's a hand from a time gone by, soothing hand rests next to mine. And it belongs to all the souls with me everywhere I go. On a western wind. There's a voice singing songs I know, more like a whisper, soft and low. And every word could be my own as the music plays, that legend grows. It's where it all begins. On a western wind, an ordinary day, the warmest wind is blowing my way. Spirits soar and the shadows fall on the ground around me, taking in it all. On a western wind. On a western wind, with no reason, no rhyme, no empty spaces left behind in a clear blue sky. As the sun slips down in a dusty rose, my faith is blind and all I know. Something there that I can't see, so much more that's a part of me. On a western wind. On a western wind, an ordinary day, the warmest wind is blowing my way. Spirits soar and the shadows fall on the ground around me, taking in it all. On a western wind. On a western wind. On a western wind.
All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. In real time, happening right now, trying to organize all the Pentucket cross-country guys here. A bunch of runners in the house. We have a late arrival of Will Coppola. Hello, Will. You're the last guy. We're going to say hello to you first since you're here last. How are you?
All right, I'm good. How are you?
You're good. I'm going to ask you guys as we go, whoever, just don't be shy. Grab the microphone, and who's ever talking, just kind of grab it and go. You won't break it. Don't worry about it. So, hey, boys, how we doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. All right. So names. Let's see. We probably should have sat you in order of how I wrote you down. But all right, Peter Lapata. I've just met you, so raise your hands. Who's Peter? There you go, Peter.
Yep.
Sam Stiles. Okay. David Gangemi.
That's me.
Hello. Jack Cloyce in the middle. Okay. And Will Coppola. Just coming in at the just meeting it under the gun. So so how we doing, guys? New season, fall sports here. Back to school. You guys back yet?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. All right. A lot of the schools around us here are already back. Newburyport's back, and you guys get a little extra time. That's nice. After Labor Day, you like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. So who's the star out of this group? Who's like the everybody?
Peter.
Okay. Everybody points to Peter. Peter Lapata. So you're the cross country star. Is that right?
I guess so.
If everybody points to you, you have to say yes. So you're a junior.
Yeah, I'm a junior.
So you get another year after this too.
Yeah.
So Pentucket cross country is going to be pretty good for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Everybody nods yes. What's your specialty? Like what's the is it long distance or what?
Yeah, in track I do the mile, but I'm pretty good at that. And then I like the 5K and cross country. I like that too.
A 5K is a good number, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always think you're crazy to run more than a 5K.
I would never run more than a 5K.
Never, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. A cross country star who will never do more than a 5K.
Maybe 5 miles, but no marathons.
No marathon? Never, ever?
Maybe the Boston Marathon just for fun.
Just for fun. Yeah.
But like
26.2 miles for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a half marathon? Would you do a half marathon?
Maybe when I'm older.
Okay.
Like in my
how old are you?
20s. I'm 17.
Some would say if you get older, it's tougher. Like I would say that.
Yeah.
I wish I did it when I was your age. I think you could do it. My wife did a half marathon. She just like woke up out of bed and did it. She's a good runner. It's annoying. So what? All right. So what are the strengths of the team this year? Who's like the team spokesman?
Probably Sam.
Yeah, probably Sam. All right, Sam's in the back. What are you doing in the back then, Sam?
I don't know.
Go ahead. You can grab it. You're good. You can lean in too. You guys are a close team. You're fine. You can speak from there. So what's your the team spokesman?
I think our strength has been for the past few years our depth. Like we from like not only just our top 7, which would be considered varsity, but even back top 10, top 15, we have guys that can be really competitive, and that's like why other teams have so much trouble with us is like maybe they have a front guy who can beat like Peter or whatever, but they don't have guys that can beat us beyond that.
So Pentucket depth is the way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What you guys? We had your athletic director on, Dan Thornton, who's he's a very entertaining guy.
Yeah.
He seems to be well liked in the school. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, is he involved with cross country too? It would have been weird if you guys said no. By the way,
he's mostly football.
Mostly, yeah. He's around the football team. Everybody's around the football team. But, how's the so the practice? You guys are practicing at 8 o'clock tonight. Somebody else can grab
8
this
o'clock
one.
this morning.
Oh, this morning.
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
Had to get before the heat. So.
Okay. Yeah, I walked in and asked, so you guys don't have practice this afternoon? They said 8 o'clock, and I said, wow, that seems very late. But, okay, morning. Yeah, that makes sense. It's better to run in the morning, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's bring it over to this side here. Bring that mic over. Again, so you're Coppola.
Yep.
Will Coppola. Why were you late, Will? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's funny. I was late. The show that your athletic director was on, so that was pretty funny. He actually still lets me hear about that one. But it's good to meet you, Will. I talked to these guys for a second before you came in, so let's talk to you for a second. You are a senior.
Yep.
A little bit of a leader on this team, or?
I would say so. Yeah.
You would say so.
A little bit. Yeah.
Captain. Yeah.
Captain. Okay, who are the captains?
These two
And one other person.
There's one more, but he's on vacation.
Okay. The other captain's on vacation. That's nice. First week vacation. What are you guys doing for practice these days? Do you like start slow, or do you like get right into it?
Right into it, yeah.
Yeah, I would say we get right into the speed work. He kind of expects that we do like summer distance training and stuff like that, but
he being the
Coach Cox, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Coach has these expectations.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
the
him?
coach expects that, yeah.
What remind people how you score in cross country. To be honest with you, I don't even remember from my high school days. I used to know back in the day, but who's most equipped to handle this question?
I think it's like, so the top 5 runners are the ones who actually score, and then
So whatever their place was, so say they got
the fourth place runner got 6th overall. That's
Okay.
6 points. So whatever team with less points wins.
And it's not just you versus another team, right? It's a
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it can
is?
be
Okay.
a dual meet. Sometimes it can be bid with
So as far
30 teams. Yeah.
So as far as regular season for the Cape Ann League, we're only doing dual meets, so it's just us versus another team. And then when we get towards the end of the season, like the playoffs and stuff, like all states and divisionals and things like that, then we could be running against like almost 10 other teams, and then it's just so the scores get higher. But
gotcha. Well, that seems like fun. What's the it's probably tough to come watch a cross country meet, right? You guys kind of like go off. It's like,
it depends on the course, really.
Yeah. That makes a big difference, right? There's a lot of different, especially around here. There seem to be like a lot of different courses. How's your course? You like your course?
It's tough.
It's a tough one.
A lot of hills.
Yeah.
Hills? You don't like the hills? I can tell you don't like hills.
Yeah, no, we did a hill workout yesterday.
Oh, really? Already you're doing hill workouts.
Yep, pretty early.
And is it mostly, so you're like literally running through woods and hills and all that stuff in some of those courses?
Yep, everything pretty much. You can think of
pavement. I hate
flat.
that.
Yeah.
I hate the pavement.
And like you
Streets.
have to like see the course beforehand, because you have to figure out like what shoes you want to wear. Like sometimes if you get like a really grassy or dirt course, then you'll wear spikes, like what you might wear on a track.
Lean in just a little bit, you're fine, but lean in.
But
yeah.
If it's like a course with a lot of pavement, like Linfield's course, then you have to wear your sneakers. So that changes how the race goes.
Because Linfield is what again? Sorry, I lost
it's
it. For
pavement.
It's pavement.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all streets.
No good. What? So you run? No, like beaches. You haven't hit any beaches yet, right?
We had one.
You have a beach, really?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Ipswich has the beach
yeah.
course.
Of course, Ipswich has a beach.
Yeah.
Don't they say it's good for you running on like sand?
It's hard, but yeah. It's
Yeah.
hard.
It's hard,
Don't do
but
it
good.
very often.
Who knows the science behind that? Why is it good for you?
Your feet muscles?
I
I don't know.
Probably like because it strengthens them, though, or because it's
Maybe.
easy on them.
I don't know.
can't.
I'm
I've
gonna
never
guess it's
figured that.
easier on it because it absorbs more than if
The
you're running
opposite
on, like,
of
solid
pavement, right?
pavement.
Resistance
Yeah.
Which you hate.
That's my guess.
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
It's not as bouncy, so it makes your legs work a little
less
more.
bouncy. All right, gotcha. So these how much of a big difference does it make? Like, well, almost is your training all outside too? Do you guys like go into a gym and run around the track at all? It's all
Mostly
outside.
yeah.
No matter do they ever cancel a cross country meet?
Only if there's thunder and lightning.
So,
that will be it.
Well, we run at Pipestave in West Newbury, so if you get a bad storm, it can like wash out the fields. So I don't know
Yeah.
if we've had to do it yet,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
know
no.
if we got like thunder or lightning, then we'd have to cancel a race.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. We might get thunder and lightning this afternoon. I was just looking at, but they wouldn't cancel this, right? It would have to be happening on you. Have you
Oh,
ever?
yeah.
Have you had to like stop a race in the middle?
Not in the middle, but before one's
They've been
happened.
prepared to do that. Last
Really?
year, one time they were like,
That would
they
annoy me
they
so much.
spread out like a bunch of
that
adults
mic.
around the course, and they're like, in case of thunder or lightning, we're gonna stop you right here, and we're gonna take you off the course. But it never actually ended up happening.
This never happened. That would
Yeah.
like. So you're like one of the top runners. You're like breaking away in the lead, and that happens. I'd be very upset.
Yeah, a little disappointing.
Did they like stagger you back? What would be their plan? Would they like stagger you back out there? You start here. You start here. Or?
I wouldn't really know. Maybe they would just have us start over like the next week and the next week or
Yeah.
the next day or something. But
It's strange.
I'm not sure how they would.
Let's hope that doesn't happen to you
Attack
guys
them,
anymore. Coolest thing I always say about running, every time we get runners on here, is and you guys probably get some people that just don't have, maybe some of your people on your team just don't play a sport, and you're like, I want to stay in shape. Do you guys have some of that too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it's a great thing because you can run your whole life, and so I'm sure you guys are all in great shape, which is good. Peter, you're the top mile on the team, you said?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what is the top mile?
4:24.
It's quick. Yeah, I just went to Tyler to confirm. Yeah, that's pretty quick, we both say. 4:24 a mile. What's 2 miles?
I've never really run a time 2 mile.
Yeah.
We do at Clipper relays and cross
All right,
country.
we're going
which
to talk
is
to
a little
these
different.
4. Go do 2 and come back and tell us what it is. No. 4:24. My goodness. All right. So that's interesting. That's a very quick mile. Who's next? Anybody can compete with that or no? Is this guy running away from anybody?
Not
I don't run.
Obviously
distance.
number one, but
Yeah.
we
Just
kinda,
take that. Grab that towards you.
he's obviously the number one, but we're all kind of interchangeable.
Interchangeable.
depends
Yeah.
on the season.
Yeah.
Do you ever like toy with him, Peter, and just kind of drop back and then pull away? Don't answer that. Your smile says it all. You're fine. So you guys can all interchange though and compete with each other.
Yeah.
Interesting. Who's like the it's just straight running though, right? There's no it's not not to be a stupid question,
Yeah.
but for track you get all these other things. You
Yeah.
get shock putting and all that stuff. Cross country is strictly
Straight running.
cross country. Okay. So you guys are there to run. I have a
Exactly.
feeling practice is a lot of running. What else do you guys do? Do you lift or does
No,
so
just run.
You literally show up to practice and just run.
Yep.
There's
Pretty
different
much,
ways
yeah.
to like practice. Yep. Sometimes we go for like a longer run, which is our pace will be slower, but sometimes we'll do like shorter intervals at faster paces just to like get our speed better or get our endurance better.
So that's where like the coaching comes in. You
Yeah.
got the whole training program and all that.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking you could probably just do this on your own at home and show up for the meets. But but no, it's good. All right, good. How close is the squad? You guys a close group or?
I would say so.
Very.
We're very close.
Very.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean in these confines because right now you're currently very
Yep,
close.
we're on top of each other.
But
We actually have a pizza party tonight for our race tomorrow that we have on our own team.
wow, tell me more about this. Grab the who's getting the pizza? Who's in charge of this?
Well, the girls and boys team every year we combine before every meet that we have like a pasta party type of thing. But tomorrow every year we have a race where it kind of determines who our top 7 are in the beginning of the season. So we kind of just race on our own course against our own runners.
It's like a tryout sort of thing. Or?
Yeah, pretty much. We have a couple weeks of practice before, and then we run the course first, so that when we get to like our first meet, we kind of determine who our lineup's going to be. So that'll be tomorrow.
That'll be good. And is the pasta with the girls too? Is it
Yes.
is it one big squad cross country?
We practice separately, but we see each other everywhere else.
Okay. Yeah. So you all kind of go out together. Do they practice at like the same times and everything?
Different coaches. So
Different coaches. All right. That's different. Are they involved in the pasta party?
Yes,
Well,
that's
there
actually
you
at a
go.
girls' house tonight.
Wow. There you
Yep.
go. You guys have this down perfectly. You get to party with the girls, and then this is well played by you guys. Well, that's good. And who's your coach again? I know you said it.
Coach Cox.
What's first name? Wow, there's a bug in
Daryl.
here. There's a bug in the studio. What's up first? Can you believe it, Tyler? Absurd. What did you say? Oh, he's been here apparently. They've been trying to get the fly for a while now. I feel like that's going to drive me insane for the rest of the show. All right, so Coach Cox is the coach. How has he been there for a while?
This is his 13th season, I
13th,
believe. Yeah,
wow.
13th season. He
That
started
is a
in 2005.
veteran.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not too many 13-year coaches out there these days. Is he one of the more veteran coaches? I would
Yes.
I'd say him
Yeah.
and, Amesbury and
Newburyport.
Newburyport.
think. Newburyport
Yeah.
is
Coach Henniger.
Henniger. Yep, Don Henniger. Very good. Okay. Yeah, we've had him. I had him in the old show. I want to have him in for the new show here too. Let's go around. Maybe Peter can start, and we'll go this way. Well, why don't you introduce yourselves again, just for people just tuning in, and then tell us something about yourself that's interesting. I know that's a little bit difficult to go first. Something we might not know. Interesting fact.
I can start.
I don't really care what you say, but just something that's entertaining.
Yeah, I'll let Sam go first.
Sam wants to go first. All right.
I'm Sam Stiles, and I guess so. When I first started cross country, it was really only because my cousins and my sister had run, and I wasn't really expecting anything, just to kind of keep in shape for my other 2 seasons. So I played basketball and lacrosse too, but it turned out that it is the most fun sport that I do.
So you're one of the guys I talked about. You were initially got into it just to
Just to stay in shape for
just to-
those, and it turned.
okay.
I fell in love with it. The team's the best. Like, doesn't get much better than this.
Well, there's a good feel-good story right there.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, Sam Stiles. Thank you, sir. Are we saving you for last now, Peter? Is that what we're doing?
No, I'll
Now
I
you're
can
ready?
go.
Okay.
Well,
Team spokesman. See, he goes first. Very good.
yeah.
Peter Lapata.
My favorite sport is probably basketball. I play basketball in the winter, but I get into basketball a lot more than I do cross country. But
Yeah.
I like to play basketball more than I like to run. But I take running more seriously, I'd say, just because I'm better at it than I am at basketball.
Gotcha. See, I'm playing I still play basketball, men's league stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like with the old guys now. See, that's why you should run the marathon now, because you should see what happens when you
Yeah.
go there. The level's not as high, but that's why I play basketball, because I would get just sick of running every day, like you guys have
Yeah.
to do, or choose to do. You choose to do that, well, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Is somebody forcing you to be on the cross country team? No. All right, so Peter Lapata, there you go, big basketball player. You guys have a good basketball team too, don't you?
Yeah,
I know the
we're
girls are
pretty
really good, but
Yeah.
girls are always good too, right?
Yeah,
You
the girls are
scrimmage the
really
girls.
no.
That's
We
never
wouldn't-
happened?
We wouldn't try that.
When I was in college, I went to Bryant, which is like a small school, so it's not like now it's D1 actually. It's a little bit even bigger, but at the time it was just like a 1A, AA, whatever they call it now. Maybe even D2 when I was there. I can't remember for basketball, but the girls would always like try to find some decent guys to play in the gym, and just on their own, just to hope they were like, yeah, be physical with us, all that stuff. So we're like, all right, fine, we'll scrimmage the girls. They wiped us off the court, and we were like fairly decent. Like a couple guys played pretty high level high school ball, and we're all freshmen, and they just destroyed us. It was unbelievable. It was such a not a shock. We kind of knew they would win, but I don't know. We weren't expecting to get blown out like that. But anyways, I guess that's why you don't scrimmage the girls.
Yeah.
Middle name and interesting fact again.
I'm Jack Cloisey, and I'm kind of going to jump off Sam's because I kind of liked how that went. Like, when I was in middle school, I played soccer and tennis, and I thought that those were going to be the sports that I was going to go off into high school with. But I guess doing cross country in 7th grade and track also were ending up being the things that I liked the most when I went to high school, and they ended up being the most beneficial. Definitely, like, compared to these boys in this room, probably the slower one for the cross country, but like track would be my favorite. But definitely all the sports that you can get into for running sports are things that you can, everyone's so together as a team that it's so nice to see everyone just be like very fun and helpful, and that's just something
that's
that
good.
I liked.
Jack, I played tennis in high school too. I'm Newburyport. Did you hear this? Yeah, I know the fly. It's going to kill us. He almost just jumped out of the chair because of that fly. We got 7 of us. Really? That was priceless. I wish you all could see what I just saw. Sam trying to, he thought he had killed the fly.
He covered it with his hand.
It was
Flew away.
And let the frustration. We should just zoom in on his face. He's so frustrated right now. That's fantastic. The fly lives. As the show derails now. But so Newburyport does not have a tennis team this year.
Oh, they don't?
Because of a turnout. Or at least they weren't going to, unless something happened like at the last minute. I can't get my head around that.
That's weird.
How does that? I mean, I know tennis isn't exactly booming in the U.S. as you wear your USA shirt, but I mean that's like shocking to me. Any thoughts?
That's weird. I don't really know. I think every school and every kind of league has their. I feel like it's like separated across the country where sports are like popular.
Yeah.
Like I think like up here, I know when my brother was in high school, like he was on the wrestling team and it was very popular when he was there. But now that there's a bunch of like combined teams, I think it kind of goes in waves. So tennis might be just in that kind of like rut right now.
I guess.
Yeah.
So. I mean,
like cross country's making a boom.
There you go.
It's a lot less than when I started.
And I should say too, it's boys tennis. I think girls had a good team. I think.
Oh yeah,
I think it's the guys. And I guess I mean I do say they have terrible like TV contracts. You try to find like the French Open on TV. It's very difficult to find.
Oh yeah, I don't ever see that on TV. Except the Olympics.
Exactly. So no, they got to fix that. I think. But it's a great sport. Hopefully, hopefully it gets another boom coming through. What is the sport right now that's like? Is it lacrosse?
Lacrosse.
Yeah, it's been lacrosse. Everybody's like lacrosse is really up and coming, but everybody was saying that like when I was in high school, which was a lot longer than you guys were.
Baseball's dying.
Yeah, when I was.
I'm going to fight that argument later. Before I fight that argument, let's go to Will Coppola here. Will, go ahead, name, and I just said your name, but you can say it and you're
I'm Will Coppola, and I guess an interesting fact would be I did the high school track team when I was in middle school for 2 years.
Wow.
So
that is very interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was legal. I hear stories like that.
No, it's because we shared a principal at the middle school and the high school, so technically they could do high school sports.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So that must have been kind of intimidating. You're like definitely a boy as a middle schooler.
It was,
There's like some borderline. You guys are young men here.
I was so tiny.
Did they pick like the best people from the middle school? Is that because you kind of had some running game, or no?
I mean,
a very quick no.
I mean, I did track. I did outdoor track in middle school too, but they didn't have an indoor track program, so I just decided to hop on that team.
That is a very interesting fact. Okay, what are the so there's no like. Can you pull up a basketball player from 8th grade?
No,
we're not.
Let's go to Peter real quick as the basketball guy.
Well, he's actually the basketball guy, but I'm kind of the basketball
like
guy.
Playing.
He's good at it. I'm not that good at it. But only if the two schools share a principal. So now we have two different principals.
That's the rule.
For the middle school and high school. So now they're two different teams. So
I have never gotten a good answer to that. Now I have. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Last person here is David. Go ahead, David.
I'm David, and I'm kind of the opposite of Sam.
Got to give the last name too. Everybody's giving the last names. There you go.
Kind of the opposite of Sam. Like my dad was a big runner. When he was in high school, he ran for Amesbury, so that's kind of why I started running. Not really to get into shape, just kind of family thing.
Yeah. Very good. So he ran for Amesbury. Is that who does he root for when he goes to your matches? Meets. Who goes to your meets?
I mean, he teaches at the Bresnahan.
Really?
So it's Newburyport, Amesbury, and Pentucket.
So you know this area very well.
Yeah.
You found it here. No wonder why you beat me to the studio. Very good. What does he teach?
2nd grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would think that would be difficult.
Yeah, I know he likes it though. He enjoys it.
Well, I'm sure you'd have to do that, I think. But yes, I have a lot of cousins around that age, nephews. I mean, my cousins are having kids, and I'm going up to Maine right now, and it can be a little crazy seeing all the little kids running around.
Yeah.
How old are you in 2nd grade?
2nd grade, you're
7.
Yeah, that seems like a very tough age to teach. But all right, very good. Well, there we go. We got good introductions. Good first little segment there, boys. We're going to take a quick break. I'll let you guys breathe here for a second and separate yourselves for a moment. And then when we get back, we will have more afternoon drive here in just a moment. I'll check the Twitter here. Shoot questions if you want at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. That's at Joppa Afternoons. I put a nice little photo up of the guy here. Oh, look, your AD has chimed in.
Oh, nice.
Dan Thornton watching the show apparently, or listening. I don't know. Shout out to the AD. Very good. Dan Thornton saying, "Great job, guys." So athletic director approval here so far. Nice going. Much more afternoon drive here in just a moment. When we get back, Tyler Neufeld producing the radio side, David Kramer on the TV side. Thank you all for watching, YouTube stream, all that good stuff. My name is Drew Moholland. Keep it right here. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. We're here with a bunch of the Pentucket cross-country guys. And boys, let's give Tyler a new fellow a big round of applause here for getting you guys all on camera. Excellent job, Tyler. Because very underappreciated all the work you just do during the commercial breaks there. I did take an action photo that I'll post in a second of him getting you guys all in the shot. But go ahead, Tyler. Give the shot of the boys here. Get them all in there. You just worked hard for it. Very good. See if you get the microphone out of the way. Look, there's everybody. Wow, see that? One big thumbs up. Yes. Yeah, there you go. And there's a half shot. So excellent. There we go. All right, boys. So here we go. This has been fun so far. Show flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Time flies when you're having fun. Very good. Fly is still around, unfortunately, but we can.
It's way less time for Will, anyways.
So, what is one thing that we should know about either the upcoming Pentucket school year, this team? What is one thing that people should know about, like your group of people that we don't know? Give me something interesting.
I think like one of the most special things about cross country is just like the team itself. So like I said, I played basketball and lacrosse, and there's no other sport like it in the sense that it's a really hard thing to describe because you have a group of kids that like might not have a solid group of friends coming into high school, haven't played a sport all their life, aren't the best athletes, and they kind of all come together. Like we have 46 kids on our team this year.
Wow,
so it's one of the biggest teams that our coach has ever had.
That's incredible. And everybody's on it, right? You don't have to make cuts or anything?
Yeah, there's no cuts. Everybody joins. So that draws in a lot of like kids that haven't really been considered athletes all their life, and I just think you see like it's one of the best ways for people to make friends because it's really one of the most accepting groups that I've ever been a part of. It's the nicest team that you could really imagine, and everybody gets along. There's really no drama with it that you might find in another sport where you deal with people's egos and things like that.
Wow, that's cool to hear. I bet you just recruited 10 people.
That's the goal.
Well, that's interesting though. 46. I mean, it must be a welcoming environment if you get 46 kids.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how many programs are drawing 50 people these days. Probably not many. I don't even think football is drawing that anymore, and that used to be like the mega, right?
Like 32 kids this year.
32?
Yeah.
They're going to be good? You guys know yet?
Nope.
All right. I might have accidentally got you in trouble with your athletic director. Sorry about that, Dan.
No, we were saying no, we didn't know. No.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't know.
No, I was saying no, they're not going to be good.
I don't know.
I thought you meant no, they weren't going to be good.
That's what I was saying too.
Sam Styes would be. That's why you're the spokesperson there. You've dug your teammates out of trouble. Good job. But that's interesting. That's still the big sport to like go to though, right?
Oh yeah, we love going to the games.
Yeah. Exciting. Going? Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, yes. That's always. I mean, it does translate, I guess, the Friday night football games, but probably more than cross country, unfortunately. You guys ever get like a cross country match under the lights? Do they ever like?
There's not. I can't really think of a course that has lights because you're running through the woods.
It's a strange question. It just seems dangerous, actually. What'd you say there, Will?
There's one, but I don't know what it is. Pete knows what it is.
There's just like this invitational meet where you can go and it's like they have lights all throughout the course, and it's called like the Twilight Meet.
The Twilight.
So you run under the lights and everything, but we don't go to that one.
Oh, you don't?
No.
It's probably good. I can see somebody like tripping on a stump or something. Yeah. Golf and cross country should probably be played during the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have night golf now too. I'm hearing like they get I've never done it, but fluorescent golf balls. Yeah. It sounds kind of gimmicky. I don't like it. All right. So again, we got Peter Lapata. We can raise your hand as I say it. Peter Lapata, Sam Styes, David Gangemi, Jack Cloyce, and Will Capola. So the 5 of you guys are in the house. I did those all right?
Yes.
Those are pretty good?
Correct.
Okay. Not the easiest group of names, boys. I got to say, there's I'm kind of really bad with the names thing, so I try to. But I think I did okay today. School starts. You guys said Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yep.
Anything new this year? Any changes you've been warned about?
New superintendent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Do we know this new superintendent?
He's the older brother of the video production teacher at our school, so we kind of have a sense, like know him a little bit.
Is there anything you don't know the answer to, Sam Styes?
Yeah, probably. There's no you'd probably have to try.
You must have the most hair on the team too.
No, there is. We do have one new student who has a man bun. So
wow.
Shout out to Josh.
Good.
He's got more hair than
I'm a
me.
big fan of the long hair, so that's good. So you're right at home here. This is actually short for me. I tend to be a little longer. But all right, very good. Good to know. Who's like the group clown? Is it in this room or?
No.
He's unanimous. No. Okay, Luke Cole, Kyle Stock, and Charlie Greenberg. I would say that the three main
You
ones.
get three of them. A lot of 46, I guess.
46
Pretty funny
guys.
team.
You
It's a
need
very
balance.
funny team.
And Sam Bissett.
Say that again, Will, for the mic.
Sam Bissett. Sam Bissett. He's a real jokester.
Real jokes.
I'll tell you that.
All right. You have a good radio voice there.
Thank you.
He's got a face for radio too.
Face for radio, yes. That's the going line here that goes around. Very good radio voice. We should have you do. I think we should have him do some promos maybe later.
Yeah, there we go.
He's got the list of promos. There you go. You can read them. All right. So we got the group clown. We got the radio voice guy. We got the spokesperson. We got like the real good cross country guy. What roles do you two fill here, Jack and David? Jack. Good. I got it.
Just kind of part of the team.
You're a role player.
Yeah, there for the ride.
I like that. You are the Brock Holt of the. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You got it. You look.
I'm like the organized one. I send out like the messages for all the stuff when we have like practices or like pasta parties. So
I like that.
We got that all
Team
queued
organizer.
in. Yeah.
And that seems to be in good shape. How is the pasta party? You got 46
They're
people?
so fun. That's
Is
like the best
everybody
part.
invited?
That's what everyone loves. Everyone is.
More
yeah.
like 90 because it's our team
Yep,
and the
combined.
girls' team.
The girls' team.
They're
All right,
crazy.
60
What
kids.
poor set of parents is hosting the pasta party?
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Who's doing it?
It's
Juniors and seniors parents. That's what we do.
We have one before every meet.
But
so
how do you have 90 people over somebody's
Everyone
house?
loves them. They're so much fun.
Most of the time it's outside. You don't really have to deal with any rowdy kids. Like it's just like
It's
you go,
90
You hang out with your
kids.
you
friends.
hang out for a while.
Yeah,
you
there's
go
enough
out in the
you can
backyard.
Be whoever you want with. Yeah.
Freaking out.
All right, so, I mean, you have to have a big backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a pool sometimes.
Yeah, pool is preferred,
Yeah.
especially in this weather, right?
Yeah.
How is it running in this? I see people running. I saw somebody running at noontime today, and I was like,
Just
"You're
dripping,
you're
you're not
insane."
even moving.
Luckily, we've had morning practices.
Yeah.
Those are still like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Microphone again. Sorry.
Those are still like 80 degrees and 8 in the morning. So.
Yeah, that is probably why you're going out early, though. If I had to guess, right? Coach wants you out before it gets too hot. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't imagine running in that. Have you guys have probably had to run in some really hot temper? Although fall kicks in and maybe the meets aren't. What's the hottest you guys have had to run in?
Oh, probably like 90 degree weather.
Really? Yeah. Early on in the
But
season.
it's very rare.
But then we end up going like late into October, so we've probably run around like 42. So it's a pretty crazy season because you can go.
New England running,
really
right?
hot. Yeah.
This is actually really cool. Speaking of New England, this particular area, Cape Ann League, a lot of like fun areas to run.
Oh yeah.
You got water, you got trails, woods, all that stuff.
We do a lot of our captain's practices at Maudsley. We love running there.
Yeah. Everybody loves running there.
Maudsley's the best, yeah.
That's your favorite too, Peter?
That's my favorite, yeah.
What's the, is there like a course that might be your favorite one to run? Is there one that you like dominate though?
No.
Our home course.
Your home course?
Yeah, just probably because we know it better than anyone else.
Yeah.
My favorite course is probably the divisional course down in Rentham, the Frank Kelly course. That's probably my favorite.
I don't think
course.
I would agree.
Oh, we have some disagreement here.
It's a very unpopular opinion, but that's my favorite.
Yes, we can tell.
We'll run it like golf courses sometimes. I think we ran it once. And we're gonna do it once or twice this year.
Could be twice.
Yeah, it could be twice. And they're just so bad. They're so hilly, and your legs are just done after.
That's a common thing. Is that just an easy way to create a course if you don't really have one in your town? Is say run a golf course?
Yeah, I guess.
It's gonna stretch
Ours is on a horse field, pretty much.
on a horse field. Is that with like golfers playing a lot? Like, do you run the course as like people are playing golf?
No.
They shut it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like dodgeball.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you could ask them to stop for a moment. I don't know. Although, actually, cross country, it's probably a long way, right? You got guys like Peter that are way up front, and then there's people that are, 20 minutes behind? Or
I mean, I'd say, Peter, what was your best time last year?
It was like in mid 16s.
Yeah.
Which is what? What is how long is the race?
It's for 5K. It's like 3.1 miles.
5K you did in 16?
16 and a half minutes or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that like wins a lot of the 5Ks that I go to.
It does.
It does, yeah.
It wins a lot of ours.
That's probably a good tell. Yes.
Yeah, and I think it ranges back to like mid-20s too. So everybody has their spot, and then with such a big team, everybody has somebody to run with. So except probably him.
Yeah, but he's he doesn't like this whole give me all the compliment stuff. I can tell. What was I going to say? I was going to say something that was interesting. I hate it when that happens as the host of the show. You have something good, and then you lose it. It must be the fly. I did see the fly a second ago, and that's what's distracting. Well, anyways, so who's the star of the girls' team? That is one thing I wanted to ask.
There's a new one this year. She just transferred from soccer. She's a sophomore.
Who?
Emily Kowicki. I know the girls, they had their first day of practice, they had a times 2 mile, and she was the one that won it for them, I heard from the girls team. So she did good in track last season too.
But she was a soccer player and left?
Yeah, because she liked running during track.
Can't be happy.
Oh yeah, no. There's been a lot of soccer people that have left to go to cross country. Yeah.
Wow. So that tells you how fun cross country is.
100%.
All the middle schoolers are listening up right now.
You get free food 2 nights a week, so I don't know how you could turn that down.
Is that because of pasta parties?
Yeah.
All right, good job organizing.
Exactly,
2 nights a week, good for you. The football guys are like, what the? 2 nights a week, good for you guys. And actually, pasta. That's part of the sport, right?
Yeah.
You gotta fuel up the night before.
Yeah, carb up. Yeah.
In the words of Michael Scott, you have to carbo load.
Yes, very, very nice. So so this is like Boston Marathon. They had the big pasta party before. Yep. So you guys don't. It's not a a want. This is a need for you guys.
Oh
exactly.
It's a requirement.
All right, good. I'm glad we've established that. All right. So, and who was the star girl last year? One of you guys.
Siobhan O'Keefe.
Okay, I remember her name. And there was another. You can say the other one too.
Oh no, we just said the same one. But
okay, good. Yeah. You're like they glare at each other, different people. What's the team that we most like beating at Pentucket? Who's the?
Triton.
I like Linfield.
Do you guys all have different answers to this?
Linfield is my favorite team to beat just because we can get like 10 guys ahead of them.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Linfield. Okay.
It's a confidence booster.
And the team is shocked. Continue.
We really don't mean to throw shots here at anybody. We like all teams.
But like
no more hedging out of you, Sam. Carry on there, Peter.
I like beating Triton personally.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
The Vikings. Who agreed with that? Who said that? You did. Okay.
They're just a classic Pentucket Triton rival, river rival. So.
All right. You jump. Who you got?
I mean, it's fun to beat them all. If I'm going to be honest, there's really no one in particular. It's just confidence booster. Yeah.
Jack with a good answer. That can't get him in too much trouble there. Very good. And Sam, did you give an answer to this question?
I'd say my favorite's definitely Newburyport. Not like I think in every sport there's a rivalry there, and I just think they're very, very good at cross country as well. So it's always a good race.
You know what surprises me out of this?
Yeah.
And none of them really surprised me, except that I think it's the first time we've had a big group that didn't say Masco in the mix at all.
Yeah, Masco's a good one. I just didn't. I think the first two that come to mind are Newburyport.
Okay, no, that's interesting. It's good. It's good to know. Actually, I think you guys are the first big group of Pentucket guys we've had on, though. So, so that's interesting. It's probably just a demographics thing, and it's good to see a lot of rivalries in this league, right?
Yeah. Good competition.
How about, so, who plays other sports here? Do you? Did you get everybody plays?
Oh wait, no, not that. Like like the Sam running though.
Oh, okay. Do you anybody at the high school level? You play?
I play basketball.
I play basketball. He's just.
I'm on the basketball team. He plays basketball.
There you go. Good. What? How about? Is it different for basketball for you guys?
I say Newburyport's probably the biggest one.
Yeah, they had a pretty good team this year.
They had a really good team. Yeah, they'll have a good team this year too.
That kid, Casey McLaren.
Oh yeah,
he's tough.
Yeah,
he's tough.
I called one of their games. I did some play-by-play for one of their games, and he threw down in one of the games in like a big moment, and I was like,
we don't have anyone that can do that.
Yes, yeah.
I did block one of his dunks. So.
You blocked one of Casey's dunks
for like the minute and a half I was in for that game. I blocked him.
Did you foul him? You fouled him, didn't you?
It was clean. It was
clean. Sure?
It was. It wasn't much of a block. It was like a chase from behind on the strip.
Strip the ball.
Yeah. I can't meet him at the rim though.
Casey's at home going like, I got fouled.
he thought he did.
And his brother's a pretty good player too.
Yeah,
so are those guys both the same year? Do you guys know?
No, Parker's a year younger. I played on a team with him before.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, but pretty serious. And they have a good coach too, Coach Clay, who's a big friend of the show. So we like him. Shout out to Coach Clay. Hope you're having a good summer. And did you guys do other sports? You said, or you guys?
We all do track.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. So that track is like a lot different. Well, I actually think I accidentally said track when you guys were first coming in.
It's common.
It's common, I know. But like track, there's a lot more to track. You're doing like all these different events, shot putting, and jumping over
he's a
things.
Hurdler.
You're a hurdler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Will are 2 milers. Or milers.
So what do you guys do for 2 milers? Can you beat him in the 2 mile?
Oh no.
Really?
No.
I can't. I
Peter
can't.
says you can. Both of them can?
Both of them. Yeah.
Really? Wow. So you guys are being modest now. He thinks you can take him. What do you do the 2 miler in?
My best is 10:19.
Mine's 10:44.
Wow. That's a pretty good 2 mile. All right. I think you can compete. I like it. And you said you do tennis.
Hurdles. In track.
Oh, hurdles.
Yeah.
In track. I forgot we were going to
do tennis.
I forgot we were going to talk about hurdles for a second. Yes. I hated the hurdles when I was younger.
Oh, really? That's what a lot of people say.
I know, I'm like running and then I got to like jump for some reason.
Yep.
It's a very strange thing to me. I would prefer just to run.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
And like, can't you like? I feel like a lot. Well, actually, probably not your level. But like when I used to watch like amateurs do it, like it seemed like they were cheating, like kind of going over the side a little bit. Like what's the rule to prevent people from doing that?
There's not a rule, but you can't touch it with your hands, the bar with your hands, because that will get you disqualified.
Is that a natural reaction to like reach down?
Not really. I mean, if you do your arms right, but a lot of people.
Why would your hands be there?
I don't know.
Weird.
A lot of people ask though, like if you clip it or if you hit it or if you knock it over, like does it add time to your time or do you get disqualified? And I was like, not, just only if you touch it with your hands, really, or if you go out of your lane. That's really much all you can
you
do.
can just run through the hurdles.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Exactly.
Have you ever had like some of those wipeouts on hurdles?
I had one wipeout my freshman year.
Yeah.
It was our first meet, and it was bad because, I mean, it was at the end of the race. And I just like hit it so hard, and it, like our hurdles, they're like square, so they don't like bounce back up when you knock it over. They go down with you.
Yeah.
So it was just like I was a freshman, and it was just like everyone was there watching, and I just completely ate it on the track, and everything was cut. So I was like, oh man, this is not a great way to start my high school career. But
well, it's nice to see that you're over it.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Few
remember
scars,
it or
but
anything.
yeah.
See, I did remember like the field day you have in like whatever 5th grade.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys have that?
Yeah.
I did that with the hurdles. I think that's why in the back of my head I don't like hurdles, because I did that in front of people.
Yep. It's always on your first experience. Some people judge it. If you fall, you're done. You don't, you're good.
Not good. How about on the cross country tracks? Have you guys had like what's like the biggest element like out of nowhere that like there's got to be some sort of story that like that was a weird day? Anything like that? Whether it be weather, I don't know.
There was one thing my freshman year actually. It was the divisional meet, I think, and what happened? So the lead pack was coming in, and then it was like a super windy day out, and then an entire like tent just flipped and almost hit the lead runner.
The tent flipped.
Yeah, like a tent. Yeah.
Like a finish line tent, or just one along
It was
the
like
course?
one of the team's tents that you like set up in. Yeah, it almost hit the lead runners.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They actually had to like dodge it.
Yeah, they had to like get out of the way.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Peter in the lead pack.
No, Peter wasn't around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Peter's a year younger. That's right. Okay.
I was just a freshman. I was an alternate. I was just watching from the sidelines.
Yeah. And you're like, well, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, pretty much.
That's a good story. Anybody else? Anybody get something like that?
Oh. You want to get it?
Yeah, so my freshman year at the Cape Ann League meet, I was on the start line about to go, and the gun was about to go off, and I looked down at my uniform, and I realized I don't have my number for the race, because everyone has a PIN number.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to the tent, put on my number while the gun went off, and everyone else was like 200 meters ahead of me, and I had to catch back up.
That's a big fail there.
Yeah. I actually ran a personal best somehow. I think it was all the adrenaline, but...
You get like the head start or something?
Yeah.
That is... Have you done that since, just to see if you can match that
I
time?
almost didn't track a couple times, but... my coach makes sure I don't do it anymore.
Good lesson for all the freshmen out there, right?
Yeah.
Number one rule, remember your bib number.
Yep.
Okay. Good story there, too. You guys got one?
I just remember, I think, so last season at the state meet, it had rained a lot the day before, and this was the course in Rentham that Peter said he loved, but it's really flat.
Mm-hmm.
So... But and with sharp turns inside of it, so there was all this mud in one spot. And he graduated last year. He was a senior, Nick Murphy, he's like coming around a corner, and then he just like he slips on the mud, and then like a bunch of kids after him just like fell down this like it was like a small hill but a sharp corner. It was just a mess.
That's a good visual. that must happen, right? I mean, that happens at big marathons. People falling all over.
Like
the
sharp
place.
Corners and then a little bit of slippery and.
Is that why you like that track? Because of the sharp turns? Do you get bored by the straightaways?
No, I like it because it's just a big open field, and it's just like the same loop like 3 times pretty much. Yeah. And it's pretty flat mostly, and a lot of downhills, and that's why.
So you're kind of like my dog. Just throw him in a big field, and he just like runs around.
I'm pretty much like a dog.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Big hound dog. You see him? Those are my big hound dogs.
That's a nice dog. Yeah.
That's a good dog, yeah. Glad you all approve. You're the only one who didn't say a story there yet. You got one, Jack?
I mean, from like cross country. Oh well.
No, it could be anything. It could be from the pasta party you organized.
Well, one for cross country my freshman year. We had a meet. It was at Newburyport at Maudsley, and it kept thundering at school the whole day, and it was like lightning and thunder. And we were in the 7th period, and there was a lot of people in that class that were from cross country, so we were kind of like cheering because we thought that was going to be canceled that day. But we ended up getting there, and it was still downpouring, and everyone was just underneath our tents there, and we were just like, oh, they haven't really called it off yet. We didn't know what was going to happen, and then they just called us all out to the starting line, and we had to run the race, and we were just like, oh, everyone was wishing that like halfway through it was going to thunder and lightning so that it could stop because it was the most rain that we had in a meet. But I mean, that's the only like crazy conditions I remember running in one of our meets. Yeah.
I guess that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, again, guys, we got the Pentucket cross country team, and I kind of forget to keep saying that as we go because we've just been rambling on here, which is good. That's the best kind of show to have. Let's do some rapid fire. David, let's start with you. David Gangemi, he's a junior.
Yep.
Favorite teacher?
Probably Mr. Siegfried from the history department, or Mr. Bixby, who's a video production teacher.
Okay. Favorite class?
What?
Favorite class?
Oh, probably history. Yeah.
Favorite summer activity?
Summer training.
Summer training.
Not actually. No, not actually.
You're done. Will, you're up now.
Yeah.
Will, favorite sport to play, like for fun, other than running?
Oh, I would say basketball. Before like track meets, we have like pickup games sometimes.
You're not gonna jump on the bench with Peter and. All right. How about you? Favorite class?
I like video production.
Video production. Same teacher that you just mentioned?
No, it's a different one.
Different teacher.
His name's Mr. Bart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's been the favorite summer activity here? Don't say. Don't do it.
It's not summer training. No, that's just horrible. But I don't even know.
What do kids do these days?
I just work and ran. That's like it.
Work? What do you do for work?
You see his shirt? It's that summer camp. We did a ground
Cedardale Groveland Outing Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Very good. And you said you're working too, David? You can throw that in. What are you doing?
Yeah, I worked. I was actually a janitor at the Bresnahan right next door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Had you seen this building before?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a senior center and a radio station.
Well, now you do.
Yeah.
Very good. Let's move to Jack. Jack, let's see.
Alrighty.
Favorite. All right, you're the pasta party guy. So favorite food.
Favorite pasta. Easy spaghetti. Love it.
Does that mean we're not mixing up any of the menus this year for the parties?
Oh God, no.
Favorite part of this team?
The family aspect, because everyone really enjoys each other on it.
Good answer. I like that. Favorite summer activity here at this point?
I like swimming at the beach.
Nice answer. At the beach.
At the beach specifically.
Not a pool guy.
It goes back and forth, but
Okay.
I like the beach.
All right. Mm-hmm. Here's a random one, and anybody can answer. Do people drink coffee in high school?
I mean, it depends.
Iced coffee.
I don't.
Yeah, it's like iced
People
coffee.
do it, right? I have a cousin who's a sophomore, and he looked at me like I was kind of surprised he didn't drink coffee, and he's like, nobody ever drinks coffee.
Yeah, I wasn't really allowed to.
Seems like a big statement. Nobody, but
Yeah.
you don't have. I mean, I'm not encouraging you to drink coffee. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I have no opinion on it. Carry on. Sam, team spokesman. We've done this already. Let's start with you. Favorite summer activity. I'm curious what you did this summer.
I like to wake surf.
Wake surf.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so I have a lake house in Porter, Maine that we go up to.
Where's Porter?
Middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
No,
I'm in Bridgeton, man. I'm going up to Bridgeton.
Oh, really?
Is it near
I
there?
know Bridgeton.
Okay.
It's near. It's right over the line from Austin.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Okay,
I know
so
it. See?
Not too bad.
Give me some more credit here. Huh?
It's like an hour and 45 minutes up, but
Okay.
we have a boat, and I started off when I was little, like water skiing and wakeboarding. But wake surfing is essentially, it's a It's like in between a surfboard and a skimboard, and you ride within like 5 feet of the boat.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, you don't
Now I
use
know
a
what it
rope.
is. Okay,
You
yeah.
surf right behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do some jumps and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
that was my big thing this summer. I got a new board and
Nice.
doing that.
So you're not an ocean guy, you're a lake guy.
I like both, but definitely more lake.
What's your favorite hair product?
Usually it's just water.
Just
Usually
water?
It's just water. Yeah.
Wow, very natural.
I shampoo and conditioner, but no particular brand.
But that's a good way to end with you. Peter, to you. Favorite part of this group of guys? You're like the star of the team. So
I like everybody a lot. Like there's not one kid I can point to and say.
not 1 out of 46. There's got to be one. Come
Not
on.
one. No, not one. I like
Sam says it's me.
if it was anybody, it'd be Sam. Yeah.
There you go.
But like I like everybody a lot. They're all good kids.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to end with that because that's a really good answer. We all feel good about that answer. Nice and upbeat. No more rapid fire needed. Tyler, you got anything to ask him in the final 30 seconds? Any questions for these guys? You don't have to. No questions. We've answered them all.
Thanks, Tyler.
Do you guys know Tyler? It seems like, or is he just a really friendly producer?
He's a really good guy.
Yeah, okay. None of you guys have known him before?
No.
Oh, good job.
I have a question for Tyler.
All right, real quick, go.
What hair products do you use?
Yeah, he's got good hair, too.
I use Suave conditioner.
Suave conditioner. There you go. Promotions all over the place. This is great. Well, boys, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank
Really
you.
enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Went by really fast. Those are the best shows. Peter Lapata, Sam Stiles, David Gangemi, Jack Cloyce, Will Capola, Tyler Neufield's the producer on the radio side, David Kramer on the TV side. Big thanks to Sarah Hayden. My name is Drew Moholland. Have a great Labor Day weekend. I'm flying through this because we took too much time. We will see you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we'll be back. All right, have a great weekend. Be safe. Have fun. My name's Drew Moholland. Afternoon Drive.
By now, should I know by now? I seek answers in a garden of questions. Awkward fly.